Tactis, right? Making a debut in the channel. We have a magnetic box here. And then we got the knife, and that's just as straightforward as it gets, really. So let's go ahead and take a look. Get the knife out here, see what the Tactis is all about. I'm not sure if we have a name or a model for it. If we do, future me, put that on the screen. But it looks like we have a front flipper. We have a button, right? Looks like maybe a button lock or a button liner lock. Let's find out in just a second. We're looking at the kind of that G10 that kind of has a little bit of a veneer for carbon fiber, but it's G10. That's what this one looks like. We should probably zoom in a bit, Miguel. Laying your whole solution back here, we have aluminum back spacer. There we go. We're getting pulled from the liners, not the actual back spacer itself. Recessed liners and thumb studs that also are matched, right, color match to that purple. That's a nice little attention to detail. The pocket carry clip, that's a wire clip. And for some reason, it's not reversible. It should be reversible. I mean, it's not that hard. You just milled out the two little lines, parallel lines on the other end, and boom, you make it so that the pocket clip is reversible. And lefties can enjoy it as well. If it is what I think it is with the button lock, I mean, it's going to be ambidextrous friendly. So if the pocket carry clip reversible would have been the W right there. But without further ado, let's go front flipper for the win. And oh, hold on a second. Hold on. Oh man, come on. That front flipper was pretty good. Okay, so the front flipper is money. Money! All right, very, very snappy. And it looks like we are working with, wow, that is, ladies and gentlemen, I was not expecting this. You definitely got to get a closer look at it here together. Check that out. It is a coil spring, and that is a liner, right? You see that top liner right there? That is a button-operated liner lock. And it's interesting because we actually get to see the coil spring. Some other mechanisms hide the spring, but here we can actually see it. And there is a liner. So yeah, definitely the stronger combo or possible variant of a button lock. So not a plunger lock button lock, but a button operated liner lock. Sign me up for the thumb stud deployment. Oh yeah, that feels good. Reverse flick. All right, that feels good too. I'm using the meat of my middle finger for it. And there's like a little cutout on both ends. If I try getting at it with the nail, there you go. I am getting at it with the nail here. That is also possible. The liners are recessed, and we got a full 4-finger grip here, full purchase. Pretty comfortable with the wire clip. I'm gonna go a good 9 out of 10 right there, pretty solid. No forward choke option, but you could maybe forward choke a tad bit, well, as long as you're aware of what you're doing. But let's take a look at the blade, right? Because we haven't talked about the blade yet. This is a very interesting blade here. Got the blade police out here after they arrest Metal Complex. I need the blade police to decipher what's going on with this one. It is a satin finish, right, which should definitely zoom in a tad bit. It's a satin finish with, what are we calling this? Sheep's foot tanto? Can you have a reverse tanto and a tanto at the same time? I don't know. Give me your best guesses as to what geometry this is in the comments below. Definitely looks good. It's definitely right up my alley. If you like a good sheep's foot and you like tantos and you like a blend of the two with a pokey tip, right? That's exactly what you're getting here. I'm gonna set it down here so you guys can get a closer look. Sometimes y'all get mad at me. Miguel, you flick the knife around too much, man. Set it down so we can get a closer look. Fam, I got you. All right, here you go. I mean, it's sort of like a medium range. It's not a large knife. It's not a small knife. It is definitely a medium size, I would say. And the action is pretty good. I think the best thing this one has going for it is the price. It is really not all that expensive. So pretty sweet to see a button-operated liner lock at a very affordable price. Action is pretty good. All right, checking that detent. That's pretty solid as well. And again, for a company that's just making a debut coming into the EDC knife scene, I gotta give them kudos. It is 14C 28N steel, by the way, in case I haven't already mentioned that. Pretty fidget friendly, pretty well executed. Laying your hole back there for my laying your people. And you know, just a very nice, functional, straightforward design right there. So you could use the tip, right? If you like a very tip-oriented type of knife, you can still use it as a utilitarian knife. You don't have to bend the wrist all that much. The tip is very much aligned with the pivot, so it's not pretty high up, like, you know, say a drop point blade or something like that, like a trailing point. So you can still use it, you know, to your heart's content for EDC. I want to do a size comparison really quick on this one, just to give you a ballpark, right? Medium-sized knife. Here's the new Kizer Aegis T. Did an unboxing on this one pretty recently. That one's going to be a little bit longer size-wise. And here's the new Phoca BD, right? The button-operated liner lock version. Also dropped here in February as well. Content on these in the channel, of course, and links down below if you guys want to check them out as well. But yeah, medium size all day. Absolutely cannot go wrong with it. Should be able to accommodate, you know, a good range of hand sizes, if you would. Hope you guys really enjoyed this one. If you made it to the end, you're the real MVP. Hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day. Take care, and I'll see you on the next one, either this one or this one. Peace.